bedroom.
Hey guys, Electricblade46 here, back with another Blender tutorial. In this video, I'm gonna talk to you guys about rigging a character in Blender, like this one I have here. So, it has responsive IK bones on the legs, and the arms. You have a head, you have your waist. You have pretty much everything you need to animate something. It's not really that complicated. You also have to select this, this, and this if you want to move it all at once. So, just a little rig, I put up. So, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna open a new file, and it'll come up with this cube, and we're actually gonna use this to create our character. So we're gonna drag it up and hold control while you do this, because it's going to be very helpful. So you're going to hold control and it'll drag it up, and that'll be 1 increment, 2 increment, 3, and you can move that about that many. And so you're going to enter edit mode by pressing tab, and also your preferences, screen, show maybe. There's some kind of thing where it'll show your key presses. Key maybe? Okay. Click. I don't know. Anyway, that's just something some people use, but I can't seem to find it. And so you're gonna select the bottom of the cube by going down here and selecting face select. If it doesn't select the bottom of the cube, if it won't select part of the cube, that's because you might be in vertices select or edge select, and so we want to be in face select. And to make the body, you're just gonna want to hit Shift D and hit S and X, and you're gonna hold control while you do this, and you're gonna drag it 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Looks about good. Then we're gonna hit E to extrude. Hold control 1, 2, 3 down, and that gives good proportions for a Minecraft body character. Also switch it to cycles render because that just looks better. So what you're going to do next is you're going to create the arms, and so we're going to just select the entire thing, but we can't really reach the inside unless we do this. So what we can do is we can just select part of it and hit Control L, and that'll just select the whole object. And so we can hit Shift D, scale it Y-axis, and we're just going to drag it a couple in and then bring it out by holding just to there. About Shift D, and you can hold control while you do this because it'll drag to the way over there. And then you're going to do the same for the legs. You're going to hit Shift D, hold control, and just drag it down here. Hit Shift D again, hold control, and now you have a Minecraft character. So exit edit mode as I just did. Now it's time to set up the armature. So we're going to create and go down to armature. Now you can't see it through the mesh, and so to change that, we can go up to here and select X-ray, and it'll just be a picture of a guy. And just drag that up to the center of his body and hit tab for edit mode, and Z is just helpful, and view it from the right for some reason. From my computer, I think I might be doing something wrong with it, but I might be starting it weird, but you'll find the view that looks like this. And drag it up to about the middle, and then hit E again, and hit Z, so it's dragging on along the Z axis, and drag it up to the neck. And go EZ again, and drag it all the way up. So, now that we have that, we're just going to want to put our 3D cursor here by left-clicking, hitting Shift D, or sorry, Control Z to undo that. Yes, not Shift D. You're going to hit Shift A, and that'll just create a new bone. And rotate that. and drag it into the armature, of course. Drag it down a little, drag it up a little, E to extrude, hit Z, and just drag it down there. And what we're going to do next is we're just going to hit the bone and then shift select to select both and click that. And now what we're going to do after that is hit Shift D and holding Control, drag it down to there and drag it to the side to there. And now that we have that pretty much set up, except we want IK bones, and so we're going to select the end of the arm and the end of the leg, and we're just going to hit E to extrude and hit Y, or X, sorry, just drag that out. And we don't want these to be connected, so we're going to shift select both and hit Control P, or sorry, Alt P, or if you're on Mac, you're going to hit Option P, and you're going to go clear parent. And now these are two separate bones. Sorry, I must be like scaling, but two separate bones. So, now that we have that set up, we're going to set up the IK bones for the arm and the leg. And so to do that, we're going to enter pose mode by going out of edit mode and hitting Control Tab. Or you can put down here in pose mode. And you're going to want to select the bone you want the IK to be on, and then shift select the other bone at the end of the arm, and then hit Shift Control C, and then hit inverse kinematics. And now, if I drag this up, oh sorry, it's glitching now, but if I drag it around, it'll react. So we're going to do the same on the leg here, except you do that and then hit Shift Control C, inverse kinematics, and now the leg does it too. But when you move your leg or arm up, it's supposed to, go like that, not like this. So what we do is we enter edit mode by hitting tab, or you can go down here and hit it. And we're going to create a new bone by going here and hitting Shift A. And we're going to view this from the front this time, or sorry, from the right, because I'm doing something wrong. And just drag it here, maybe scale it down. And these are going to be what's called the pole targets, and then you're going to duplicate that and just drag it down to the leg. So, just drag it about to there maybe. And now we're going to go into pose mode again and select this bone here, the yellow one, and go into the bone constraints tab. And also I'm going to turn on names by going into the here and hitting names. And so this is bone 09, and we're going to add bones later, or names later. So we're going to hit bone.009, and so we're going to go pole target, and we're going to select armature and bone.009. So now something's wrong. Guys, this usually works. I don't know what's going on. It usually works. Maybe chain length, that might be it. I don't know. Something's wrong here, but usually that works with it. Sometimes my Blender just gets really glitchy, and like it works that way but not that way for some reason. So you go in here, hit bone armature, bone 09. This should work. It probably will work for you, but I guess it's not working for me for some reason. Maybe pull angle, I don't know. So anyway, so I guess we're not going to use that, but that is something you really have to use if you want realistic arms. It might not be working for you. I don't know why. Sometimes it just happens. And it's also set the chain length to 2. So, that just does something that really helps. So it affects both these anyway. But also another important thing to do is select these these bones here, the IK bones, and go into the bone tab and just deselect deform, because we don't want it to affect the mesh. We don't want it to affect the mesh directly. We want these bones to affect it. So we're gonna go here and just deselect deform for all of these. Alright, so now that that's done, deselect, sorry, I might have said select, but maybe it'll work now, maybe it won't, but it usually works with the pull angle, as you could see earlier. But anyway, also you can create custom shapes for these. Like if I want to go and create maybe a circle, and I can duplicate that and then rotate it on the y-axis 90 degrees, and then maybe I want to duplicate that again and then rotate it on the y-axis 45 degrees, and then do it again and do 90 rotate again on the y-axis, do minus 90 degrees, and then select all of these and hit Control J to join them. You can you don't see it in the render, but you can set the custom shape here to our circle and wireframe. So now you drag the circle, not to the bone, and you can do that for this down here. So circle, wireframe, and so that just it just helps. It just makes it look a little cooler. Drag that off to the side, or actually, you know what? Hide that, so it's not in our way. And anyway, the next thing we're going to do is we're just gonna want to add names here, and so we're gonna select each bone and just quickly name it. This one is our head. This one is our chest. This one as our waist. This one, and when you do the head, the chest didn't go. Chest, very big because it's important. But anyway, you're gonna select this, and we're gonna go arm dot upper, and then to signify it's on the left, dot L. Dot L, capital L. Then you're gonna do the same with this bone, but this time we're gonna go arm dot lower dot L. And with this guy, we're going to go arm dot IK dot L. And then for this one, you know, these are completely useless to us because it's not working properly. It should work for yours if you try it. But so we're going to enter edit mode here and view from the right, and hit C, and that just brings up our selection tool, and you'll just drag all this through, and that just selects everything. And now what we're going to do is, I'm just going to exit out of edit mode real quick and drag this in the mesh up. This in the mesh up. Now enter edit mode and hit Shift C, and that'll bring the 3D cursor to the middle. And select all this again on the left side. Select everything on the left side, including the bottom IK. And what? Oh, I didn't name the legs. Whoops. So, and for the leg, it's going to be leg dot upper dot L. For the left side, leg dot lower dot L, and leg dot IK dot L. So now that we've named those, we're go back into edit mode. C. Select everything, and now that our 3D cursor is in the middle, because hopefully you didn't move it, once again hit Shift C to move it into the middle. Ew, does that also, okay, so it just like zooms in or something. But anyway, once we've done that, we shall hit period. I literally mean the period button, and that'll move the center. That'll move the rotation to the just like that. That'll move the rotation and the movement to down here. And we're going to hit Shift D to duplicate. And hang with me here. We're going to go RS -1. Or sorry, SY -1. And that just flips everything onto the other side. And so if we enter pose mode, now this also flips onto the other side. And we'll just select active element here. So now everything's pretty much working. It might be glitchy for you, like it was me, but that's not the end of the tutorial, of course, since I haven't showed you how to pair the mesh. So we're going to enter go into object mode and select the mesh, then the bones, and hit Control P. And you're gonna get this menu, and you're going to go with automatic weights. And if I enter pose mode, oh my god, now these have weights, and that's not what I wanted. So and the reason that's happening is that it's not subdivided, and subdivide, it's gonna break each of these into multiple pieces. So we don't want to just subdivide each at a time. That would take a really long time. So we're going to hit A once or twice and select everything. And then you're going to hit W subdivide, and W subdivide. And maybe one more time. Then we're going to hit the mesh, then this, hit Control P, and with automatic weights. And now, if we enter pose mode, the arm is moving with the thing, you know what I'm talking about. And that is how you set up a rig in Blender. And this might work, it might not. Sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does for me, which is strange because I have a Mac computer. Get a PC, believe me, get a PC. But I'm just gonna use I'm using a Mac. So I'm gonna try this, and to make it so when you move the chest, the body moves with it, or waist, sorry. You're gonna select this bone, and then shift select the legs and the arms, and then finally select the waist, and hit Control P and select Keep Offset. And now hopefully it will drag the legs and the it drags everything down. So anyway, that's pretty much it for this tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed. So now when you drag this down, it of course will move it with it. It's kind of funny. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna do this one last time. The thing with the messed up these things and how they weren't really connected with these. I'm gonna try this one last time. And so armature Bono 9, and once again it is failing, even though, well, it should work for you. I really hope it does, because it's really annoying when something doesn't work. Maybe it's the chain length. No, anyway, I don't know, it's not working, so I'm just gonna forget that. But anyway, that is pretty much it for this tutorial. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have any questions, I kind of set the chain length back. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, feel free to ask me in the comments. Anyway, I hope you guys are successful with any rigging you do, and I hope this has been really helpful. It has when I first figured this out, believe me. So anyway, that is it. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching me do stuff, get all that, whatever. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Peace off.